Hey, hey, hey! How we all doing? Welcome back to another stream, and obviously we are slightly late today. I do apologise about that. It was not intentional. But yes, obviously it is Wednesday, so we welcome our routine and resident guest on a Wednesday, Mr. Safe with Crypto. How we doing, mate?
I'm all right, mate. Yeah, are you going to tell everyone why you were late? Because I think.
Oh yes, I think maybe everyone deserves an explanation, don't they? So let's wait for it to fill up a bit first.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, how you doing anyway?
Yes, I'm smashing. You?
Yeah, all good, all good. Yeah, I haven't got a lot of exciting stuff to talk about, unfortunately, because I don't know which way anything's going to go, and I'm a bit scared about everything. So I'm not really in a trade. I'm just sitting on the sidelines waiting for, I don't know, waiting for some divine inspiration.
Are you feeling nervous?
Not nervous, just I just don't know. I just don't know. It's going to move one way or the other, isn't it?
Seems that way. It does seem that way, yeah. So we'll see. I mean, yeah, we'll see what happens, won't we? But yeah, I'm I'll be honest. I think we are going to go up today.
Well, I must admit, I agree with you.
Yeah, I think we're going to go up. I don't know what we do between now and later on, obviously, when US market opens. But I think after FOMC tonight, I think we are going to go up. So we'll obviously see what happens, throughout this afternoon. But I do think once this event's over with tonight, I have a sneaky feeling that we are going to hit the upside again. But that's just a sneaky feeling, obviously.
So there's no reason for that. You just feel it in your balls, do you?
I kind of got that feeling, that swelling. They've swelled up and telling me that we're going to Anyway, let's move on. So, yes, Jeff, how we doing? What's good, man? Great to see you. Loki, how we doing? Afternoon to you. Pellin, what time is the event? So it's 7 o'clock UK time or 6 p.m. UTC time, whatever is easy for you to know. And I will be live from 6:45 tonight. So I'll be on from about 6:45. We'll obviously take a look to see what Bitcoin's doing leading into the event. We'll have the interest rate decision. We've then got half an hour break until Powell starts speaking, and then we'll watch the press conference. We'll watch the Q&A. And then that's it. We'll see what happens throughout that event, and then we'll be done.
Well, that'll be fun.
Yes, the Wizzo. How we doing? Discipline. What's good? Big day today. Ready for a lot of green. I think my feeling is that we are going to go up today at some point. That's my feeling. That's my gut feeling. So we'll see. I mean, at the moment, we're not really getting much. Some altcoins are continuing to bleed, aren't they? Down a couple of percent. Bitcoin itself is up 0.25%. Ethereum is back down a little bit, and bit of a mixture. Some are around break even, some are hitting them negatives again. But overall, we've not really had much, have we? It's been a bit of a stagnant market, obviously, apart from that tumble we got earlier this week.
What, yesterday?
Not really. Oh yeah, it was only yesterday, wasn't it? Yeah. We've not really had much, have we? We've been pretty much sideways since Friday, apart from the little pump on Monday and then straight dump. So nothing to write home about anyway so far this week. But we'll see.
That was quite spectacular. It was like 14 1-hour candles in a row going down.
Yeah, I mean, let's have a look at it. It was pretty wild, wasn't it? Look at that, yeah. So we had, was it 14 in the end? Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I just.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Perfect. I mean, it was, it's pretty obvious that someone's walking that down, weren't they? Someone was walking that down, pretty much. The same as when we get the rebound. Obviously that's not in a row. There was a few red candles in here, but that was walked up perfectly here. Someone or, a group of people were walking the price of Bitcoin down pretty easily as well. And I think this was after Sailor had blew his load again too, wasn't it? Sailor just blew his load everywhere, and everyone was like, you know what, F this, selling it.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm talking to number 13. It's like I didn't realise till yesterday. Well, basically, I'm going to Spain in August. I'm going to Malaga, and I'm flying with Ryanair. So they, if you don't buy a seat, they just put you anywhere. And and I was thinking, they always send you these nagging emails to sort of upgrade your seat. So I was thinking, how much does 11A cost? Because that's the that was the Survivor from the Air India thing, wasn't it? And because I was wondering if 11A has got like a like a premium these days. Anyway, there was nothing to see because that seat had already been taken, And then I noticed that there is no row 13, and I put a thing on Facebook about it, and like loads of people said that most airlines don't have a row 13. So if you're actually sitting in row 14, you're actually in the 13th row anyway. Anyway, just something I wasn't aware of. There you go.
Yeah, well, I think normally, when you have like a block of flats or apartments, normally there is no number 13 on them either.
Yeah, I mean, they used to have it with house numbers sometimes as well, where there wouldn't be a 13 in the road. So because they go like odd even across the road, it would change
Yeah.
at one point, and that was always because there was no 13. But I think they
Yeah.
put them in these days. Weirdly enough, though, I've lived in 2 places that have been number 13. There was a flat in Aberystwyth that was like really good fun. It's like a really good share with some mates. And then I lived in this caravan that was number 13 in Wales also, and that was like the best share I'd ever done. It was like just a really happy place. It was great, and they were both number 13. So I'm not suspicious about 13. I think it's lucky.
I've never been superstitious about stuff like that either.
No.
Like, walking under ladders or 3 grids or anything. Like, anything superstitious has never really got me.
No.
So, yeah.
But anyway, that was 13 hourly candles yesterday, all red. So, yeah, quite cool.
Yeah. Interesting, yeah. We got Loki thinking that we are going lower on Bitcoin. Interesting, yeah. I mean, we definitely could, couldn't we? We definitely could. Personally, what I think is, we could see like another relief bounce and then drop down. So obviously, this is what we got on Monday. I mean, to me, I don't know. I don't really know. Like, something like this would like make sense, like an up and then a down, but I don't know. I mean, thing is, we got this one, and then we've got the one at the end of July, and then that's it then until the middle of September. So, yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. I don't think the Fed are going to be pressured into anything just yet. But obviously, with the lack of meetings, we've got another like 6-week break after this one until the next, and then obviously it's like a long while. It'll be about 7 weeks probably until the one after that. 6-7 weeks. So, if anything drastic happens in the world, the likelihood is if the Fed needs to step in, it's going to be an emergency rate cut. If things really hit the fan and, you start seeing interest rates being eased because of the economic uncertainty, then his likelihood is it's going to be come from an emergency one, which is going to be fascinating to see how the market reacts to that potentially. But I think at the moment, the probabilities are certainly saying as well that no action from the Fed today. Won't see a cut today. The dot plot is the key. Yeah, there won't be a cut today. The market may be disappointed as no reason to cut. I don't think there's a reason to cut yet, but I think if we do see a cut, it'll probably come from an emergency one because of the lack of meetings and how spread apart they are. But yeah, I mean, we can only wait and see, can't we? In the meantime, the S&P has been holding up pretty strong. Obviously, had a sell-off yesterday, didn't it? Sorry, that's today. It's because I'm on the 5-minute chart. Had a sell-off yesterday, late afternoon. Obviously plummeted down, and then towards the close, plummeted down again. So yeah, the S&P has recovered slightly and back towards that $6,000 level. What have you been up to, mate, over the past week? Anything much?
What did I do? I was playing with my TradFi stuff again, and I don't know, it was a bit of an impulse thing, but when that Air India crash happened, I did buy some Boeing's stock, and I kind of regretted it straight away because I felt a bit dirty and wrong. But at the same time, I thought, like, can I make any money out of it? And like the answer to that was no, not really, because I was hoping that they'd quickly say, oh, it was pilot error or something like that. But then, of course, that other Boeing turned around, didn't it, for some reason? So it wasn't looking good for Boeing, and consequently, the price of the stock didn't go up at all, so I got out of that at break even. And then I bought a load of GameStop when that was looking really bad. And I got out yesterday on a little recovery. I made about like 1.5%, which was, I don't know, about 400 quid. So
yeah,
it was all right. It wasn't brilliant, but it was a lot more at one point. It was about 800 quid. And I was, in my usual way, what you do, you kind of think, oh, it might go a little bit higher, kind of make a grand out of it, and I didn't, and it went down, so I bailed at about 300 quid. But yeah, yeah, so that's what I did there. As far as crypto goes, I've just been doing little trades with Bitcoin. I must admit, I've not been shorting actually because I haven't really managed to get a good entry on a short yet. I'm kind of hoping that I might do today. If we do get a bit of a pump, I'm hoping to get a good short entry. But generally, not doing anything major. I've just been doing on a little pullback. I've been going long, just up a couple of percent, and then closing it and just doing it again. So just that really. So nothing spectacular, to be honest. How about yourself?
No, not really. I mean, I think the uncertainty kind of makes it a little bit tricky, doesn't it? I have been following some of Wiz's picks, and I'm still in on Weeble as well. That hasn't changed. But apart from that, yeah, I think particularly in these ones, it can be a bit difficult, can't it? Because you can get caught in the crossfire because, any sort of event could come out, couldn't it? I did have a little trade on Bitcoin the other day, but apart from that, I've been just chilling with the bot trades, to be honest.
Okay, how's the bot doing? I've not used it for a while.
Yeah, the low frequency one got a good one the other day, and I can't remember when the high frequency one was last in on. I'd have to check, but I was looking at the low frequency one the other day on the account. I mean, we can have a look actually maybe later on.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah.
So
apart from that, I'm kind of waiting for the next direction. We are consolidating on Bitcoin now, aren't we? So I'm kind of waiting for obviously a break to new highs, or if we're going to maybe start entering a downtrend.
Yeah, I'm determined to not get myself caught. If there is a big movement, if there's a big dump, I don't want to be, spend all my time trying to get out of a long. I mean, I want to be ready with.
No, you don't want to get in the way of a big dump, do you? That's the thing.
No, I want to be ready to pounce.
You want to be the lion.
I do.
Go on, give us your best roar. Now, go on, really put your emphasis into it. Go on.
That's a dog.
Come on, give us a proper roar. Go on.
I'd have to practice first. So.
Go on, just do one. Yeah, see, that's a good one. Yeah,
it sounds like a dog.
Yeah.
It sounds like a Yorkshire. No, it's like a Norfolk farmer.
Give us your best meow.
Do I have to?
No. Not if you don't want to. I don't know. Chat. Everyone in the chat, let us know what noises do you want to say with crypto to make.
Bloody hell! I thought we were going to be scraping the barrel for stuff to talk about today, but this is getting stupid.
Let us know in the chat what noises you want him to make, and make sure as well, if you're going to request a noise, you have to drop a like. We're on 16 viewers and 4 likes on YouTube. If you are watching on X as well, make sure you're following the Stonksy page, and make sure you come over to YouTube and hit that subscribe button. But yeah, coming up the likes, everyone, up the likes. What's Loki saying there? He's having something to say, I think. Lol, do the roar. Go on, do the roar again for Loki.
No.
Oh, go on. You good at it?
No, it always sounds like a Norfolk farmer. Beautiful.
Where it says holding some calls for Palanta, RTX, LMT. He's still in BBAI, Wiz. He's still in BBAI. Jeff says, I'm working out and just listening. I couldn't tell if you were working out or about to turn the lights off and get to business.
Well, you never know.
Go on, give us one more roar before we move on.
No.
Go on, just one more before we move on.
No, sod off.
Like this.
There you go.
Ah! I like that one.
Right. For those of you just tuning in,
yeah.
it's quite weird.
Net deep in BBAI, holding above $4 a variable. Yeah, I mean, I'm holding out for a 2x, close to a 2x, I think, Wiz. Don't know about you, but I'm feeling myself for a 2x there. So we'll see what happens anyway.
You're feeling yourself.
I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling the hold. And Weeble, I'm telling you now, I've still got faith in Weeble. It's not doing anything. I mean, it's not doing great at all, actually. But I'm still holding it, and I'm still believing. I don't know why I'm still believing, because this thing actually looks like a piece of ass. Like, this thing actually looks ass. But the things that look ass normally are the ones that end up being the best opportunities, don't they, sometimes? So...
Or they're just ass.
Maybe, but it's not like it's an ass company. Like, it is actually a decent company, and it offers... I think it's got a quite big user base. They integrated that Kalshi prediction markets into it, and it just looks like a bottoming out phase to me. I don't know, unless, I mean, it would be quite memey though, wouldn't it, if it just started going? Imagine if it just started going, and then you just hear me crying on stream.
Yeah. So it's new, isn't it? Okay. So
Weeble, yeah. It's an actual like. Well, I believe it's a good company. Like, people trade. It's kind of like Robinhood and, trading 212 and that type of thing.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know anything about how shares or stocks or whatever get released with a new company.
I mean, I just look at the chart pattern, and the chart pattern to me there looks like what you would want for a bottoming out phase. So we'll see. If not, I'm gonna take the L like a legend,
like a man.
Yeah, like a lion.
Lions don't lose.
No,
they're the king of the jungle.
Yeah. Got a big spot bag, nice CFD entry, and holding $6 calls for December. December? We can't wait to December for a 50% pump, Wiz. You're going to have to make it go faster. Can't wait till December. Surely it's going to move faster than that. Just turned on. Dave's feeling himself. Is this the only Dave channel? Not yet. Hope you don't get a Stonksy. I always have a Stonksy on. Always got a Stonksy on. Always have Stonksy on my trading view. Always, no matter what device it is, no matter what time of day, always have a Stonksy on. Got to, haven't you? You've got to. Steve-O, howdy to you, mate. How we doing, my good friend Steve-O? Hopefully you're feeling better. What day was it? You was hungover. It was yesterday, weren't you? Yeah, hungover in the heat. Nasty. But hopefully you're feeling better. And we've got Raj saying, any hexagon? Oh, bloody hell, hex. That's something I've not heard of in ages. Hex, bloody hell. Let's see. What is hex even on? Do we even get hex on any exchanges anymore?
God knows.
No, hang on. What have we got on? No, I don't think it's on any. How is it not on any exchanges?
That's weird.
Where is it traded then?
Is it just like Uniswap or something like that? Or...
Must be. Let's see. Where's this one? I don't know if this is even correct or anything, but... Isn't it mad how high this thing went? I mean, look at that.
I mean, I don't know. I occasionally watch a video by... I'm not sure who he is now, but he's one of the main blokes that does hex videos, and it seems they're all still really hopeful it'll recover one day and go back to all-time high, but I really can't see it.
Christ, no, I can't see that. I mean, I think it went to like $50 billion market cap at the height.
Jesus.
Hex on Pulse Chain. Wiz is long on Fartcoin. Well, Raj, I hope that you make your money on Hex, mate. Hopefully you get a nice bag from that. 100% better today. Still in the sun, but a good day. Well, yeah. I mean, there's nothing worse than when you're hungover, one, having to work, but then also, I mean, the heat. I don't know how you did it yesterday. I mean, the heat is strong, innit? Like, I am sat here sweating because obviously I've got my cap on, got the snood on, and my face is, like, dripping. But yeah, I suppose that leads on to my next question for you, mate, is... Have you been out on the bike? Have you been down the pub? What have you been doing?
Yeah. I had a nice. So I try not to dox myself there, but I had a nice ride to the seaside the other day, and that was really nice. And I love all that, and yeah, there's a nice sort of trail near where I live that goes down to the sea and stuff, and it's all lovely, you know. I do live in Devon, right? That's me doxed, right? But I live in Devon, and it's really pretty here. So you get a nice sunny day, and it's just fantastic, you know.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So yeah, I had a good ride on Father's Day. That was good. Yeah, I didn't do any fathering, but I sort of woke up, had a card off both daughters, and then went off for a ride all day. That was really nice. So yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Didn't do much yesterday or the day before though, but yeah.
Very nice, mate. Very nice. Well, I am out on a full day session of drinking on Saturday.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and it is gonna get rowdy. Yeah, I haven't been out on a full day session in ages, so I'm definitely going to be making the most of it, and I'm definitely going to be in a bit of a state on Sunday. So there is that. But yeah, I'm very much looking forward to it. We've got Nick, how we doing? James, the legend. We've got Toten, and we've got Vinoff. Hello, Vinoff. I don't think I've seen you in the chat before. Do make sure you drop a subscribe. Anyone else first time viewers, make sure you drop a subscribe, and of course, make sure you like. Let's see how many likes we're on. Let's see how many likes we're on. 10. Come on, right. Scroll down. There's over 50% of you that haven't liked. Make sure you go and drop a like on there. Let's get it going. Anyway, maybe we should do some market analysis. I mean, the thing is, there's not actually really that much to cover, is there? Like, since yesterday, we've hardly moved. We've literally hardly moved since yesterday, so it makes it a bit kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Bit dry. Like we need some excitement. We need some. I mean, some things are continuing to bleed a bit more than yesterday. Like Sol's now going red. But if you want us to look at any specific tickers, let us know in the chat, and we can do. Let's go and have a look at the Mag 7 pre-market.
Well, I was going to say actually, because obviously now I'm out of my. I didn't tell you in the end, but yeah, no, I did. I think, but I sold the Boeing shares at pretty much break even, just made a couple of quid there, and then I sold my GameStop and made a few hundred quid there.
Did you buy the GameStop? Yeah,
I did. Yeah, and
that was because of me, weren't it?
No, it's because of GameStop.
No, it was because of me. I covered it on stream.
I must admit, it was you who made me aware of it. Yeah, I suppose it was. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll be coming for my commission then.
Well, I didn't make a lot, but
a couple of grand at least commission.
I only made.
What happened with your Tesla stock?
Oh yeah, that was all right actually, because what I did, I bought it way too high, didn't I? And then what I did,
and then you averaged in, didn't you? You averaged down.
I did, and I literally went out for a walk at that time when the Elon and Trump argument was going on, and I think I set it at 275, I think it was, and it wicked down there and filled my order. It was brilliant, and that kind of averaged it down to about $300. And then when it was up at like 325 or whatever, I sold it and then made about $1,000. So that was really cool. However, that does mean at the moment I haven't got any stocks at all. I've just got a pile of cash in my trading 212 account. So I'm actually looking out for something to buy today. So I'm looking for something that is down. And funnily enough, Tesla is one of those that is looking a bit interesting. Anyway, do your Mag 7 stuff and see if we spot anything with an opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like everything is round about where it closed yesterday. There's nothing really to report. Even, Tesla is round about there. Yeah, everything, there's nothing really to report. I mean, miners were down pretty significantly yesterday. BitDeer was down 6%. Miners are taking a bit of a hit again. That is down 8% pre-market. Now, this thing is so volatile, this BitDeer. So it's definitely down. If we come back down towards $5, I mean, even these lows, $7, I will definitely be interested in seeing what happens with that. Marathon is normal. So I don't know what's going on with BitDeer, why that is getting smashed so much. But yeah, that is, the other miners are fine. MicroStrategy is down a little bit pre-market. GameStop is up very, very slightly.
Yeah, I mean that was enough for me to get out. I had quite a large position there, so
yeah. I mean, one thing that's killing it is Metaplanet. We've obviously got Circle doing very well from its IPO. I mean, if you would have bought Circle on its IPO, fantastic returns on that.
Yeah,
absolutely fantastic. On its first day, you would have, if you averaged in anywhere around there, you're up 75, 80, maybe even 90%. So yeah, big up the Circle. And then obviously, Wiz's favorite CoreWeave. My God, what a run that has been on. That went even higher yesterday. Absolutely, utterly insane. And yeah, that's about it. If there is any other crypto-related stocks you want us to look at, let us know in the chat, and we can definitely do that. But as for, just normal Bitcoin and altcoins, we are waiting on some movement, aren't we?
It seems that way, yeah. Yeah, I noticed like Apple was down quite a lot yesterday.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm kind of hoping Wiz is going to give us some gems. Come on, Wiz.
Yeah, come on, the Wizzo.
Right, let me. So I'm looking at the screen on the little one on StreamYard, so I can't see what's going on. Let me just put it up on my other computer. Dum.
I am sweating.
You always are, mate.
It is so hot. Let's see. Anyway, what's going on? We've got AMD outperforming Nvidia is bullish. Can see that continuing. Oh no, it's Mr. Delta. Oh no, the Delta's here. Now, what should we do with him, mate? What do you reckon we should do with Mr. Delta?
I think you're a bit hard on him. He's done nothing wrong.
Oh, don't know. I think maybe we should ban him.
He'll never speak to me again if we do.
I would never ban Mr. Delta. Mr. Delta is my favourite. One of the favourites.
I
think he likes it when I'm being hard on him. He likes it when I get a Stonksy on.
Actually, he's the only person here that I've met in real life. Actually, so.
Really? Oh, when did you meet Mr. Delta?
Well, we've known each other for many years, actually.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well maybe I could meet Mr. Delta one day. I'd love that.
Yeah.
You should bring him to London in October.
Yeah.
Wiz says CoreWeave is better than the Mag 7. Gonksy, how we doing, mate? Great to see you. We've got D-Fizzle. Yo. Today's a day. It is D-Fizzle. I don't think I've seen you in the chat before. Make sure you do subscribe, mate. And make sure everyone drops a big like on it. Iron. Also, Saber Crypto. NutX is a fun play. Could run hard this year. Sounds like a naughty website, that, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it?
NutX, yeah.
I'll tell you what doesn't appeal to me there is like could run hard this year. I want something that's going to run hard tomorrow.
Well, this is what I mean. Yeah, Wiz buying $6 calls for December on BBAI. It's already over $4. I don't want to wait 6 months for bloody 50%. Come on, give it me now. Give it me now. I want it now. We've got D-Fizzle saying, how's ETH looking today? AMP is my baby. If you'd swing by there, although it's likely to tail ETH move, we can do that, D-Fizzle. Glad to finally get on the chat. Always on my mobile and don't seem to get the chat on there. Oh, right, okay. You should be able to. But yeah, ETH is looking like it's at support. ETH is right at support. However, I will say that it's looking rather scary for ETH a little bit, because we are really pressing this range low now obviously on this range. And if it breaks below there, we don't want that to happen because it is a long way down. But I don't think that we get there. It would be in my mind anyway that somewhere in here, if we do retrace on ETH, I think somewhere in here would be prime spot for a bottom to come if we get there. So, if we do break down and Bitcoin breaks down, I think something like this would be very up my street for watching on ETH. We'll see how it goes. It might not come. It might do whatever, but we'll see. But yeah, I think mark that on your chart and just see what happens over the coming weeks. But yeah, ETH still at support, so we could still hold and push up. We just need Bitcoin to obviously start behaving a wee bit. So you want AMP? You're saying AMP is your baby? Let's see. It says Amplify. I think it's Amplify AMP in it.
Don't know.
Let's see. Right. Well, we can see on AMP we are approaching high time frame support. We've got high time frame support coming in here, haven't we? We can also see round about here we have got high time frame resistance, SR. So yeah, I mean AMP is coming into support, so we really, obviously like previously here, we want this area to hold around about just above the 0.3 level, that region above there. Don't want it to break below that because that's no good. And then yeah, currently it's stuck in here until it does something like this where it blasted above. But currently, yeah, this is SR, so trapped in here, my good friend. We are trapped in here on AMP. There you go, and that was drawn with a very steady hand. There you go. You wouldn't even know that was the brush tool. You would have thought it was the arrow tool. So there we go.
I bet that wasn't the answer he wanted to hear.
I bet it wasn't, but you know, for higher, you know, up. What am I trying to say here? For more upside, it just needs to break above that resistance point, doesn't it? And then you can have as much upside as you want. Anyway, nice to see. Appreciate it. Yeah, well, you know, for anyone else who's watching as well, if you are looking to trade anything, do make sure you sign up to BLOFIN. It's the first link in the description, and I'll put it in the chat now. It is non-KYC, and you sign up with just an email. You get yourself some great welcome bonuses too. And of course, we are still running the 20% off Stonksy, so you can get yourself 20% off the plan. Come and join us. It is called BOT20 on this plan is what you want, so that takes 20% off your first month down to £116. And you do get access to everything with that, the indicator, the oscillator, the Discord server, and the trading bots. And the bots have been performing great recently, but also in the Discord, we have our obviously good friend Wiz, who's been dropping some great stock picks that has been really hitting the sweet spot for profit. So if you do want to get involved in the Discord and you want some more Wiz knowledge as he drops it, make sure you get in there. It's a great addition to obviously everything else.
Yeah, I'm actually looking at that Nut X actually.
Not Mr. Delta. What is Mr. Delta wanting again? He's saying again, long time. What's he on about? Looking at a Pepe short, but not sure best entry. Any best entry? Appreciate any not financial advice. We can have a look at Pepe. Let me just take my socks off because I'm sweating.
All right. For your information, I haven't got socks on.
Well, I didn't want to know that, and no one else did. Scottish cashed his SBX 6,900 yesterday. Yeah, oh, mate. Good to take profit off the table, and I bet you feel good, don't you? I bet you feel good having done that.
Oh, taking profits ace. Yeah, it's really good. I'll tell you what about BLOFIN, actually, for anyone signing up with BLOFIN. At the moment, they've got a deal going on where if you, I think it's for everyone actually, but if you buy $30 worth of crypto, then they give you 100% cash back. So you get $30. Of course, the only thing about that is to do that, you need to actually, use one of their third-party things, which means you probably do have to KYC a little bit.
Yeah.
However, that does include paying by card, which I wouldn't normally suggest, because if you buy crypto with a card, you always pay more than you do with a bank transfer. But obviously, if you're going to get 100% cash back on $30, then it doesn't really matter, does it? Because I'm
No.
thinking I've got some cards that aren't actually in my real address, so I could use those for that to get the $30.
Yeah.
And also, if you think about it, because it's no KYC, you might have to use different IP addresses, but you might be able to do it a couple of times if you've got like different ways of paying that are from, different. So that's a bit illegal, isn't it? Probably, but do you know what I mean? There are probably ways around it where you could probably do it. I reckon.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like, say, with crypto's giving some naughty knowledge out here.
Yeah,
Oh,
that wasn't criminal advice, by the way.
oh, I think it was. Oh, no, I'm only joking.
Actually, I was thinking as well. When you get these bonus offers where like you need to have like $1 million, like trading bonus, to get $1 million trading volume to get like a bonus and stuff. I was thinking like to do that, all you really need to do is to get like $1,000, have it on 100x leverage, open a trade, close a trade, do that 10 times, and you've got $1 million trading volume, haven't you?
Yeah.
And quite often that is, you need to have something like that. So, for example, like there's one with, I think there's one I've got with BLOFIN at the moment where if you deposit $500 and then you achieve a trading volume of like 5 million in 30 days or something, then you get $3,500 bonus or something. And that sounds crazy. You think, how am I going to achieve $5 million trading bonus? But literally, if you did that a few times, then that can really boost up your trading volume.
Absolutely.
Without having to lose much money, really. Or you could just do it when like you're pretty sure it's going to go up, and literally go in a 100x trade just for like about 30 seconds. And then, obviously you have to be careful because if it goes the wrong way, you're stuffed, aren't you?
You are stuffed.
But
The alley.
But even so, like it'd have to move 2%, which is like that's quite a lot, isn't it? For like you'd have to be really stupid to sort of stay in a trade while it's going 2% the wrong way.
Yeah.
If you've got like $1 million position.
Yeah, exactly. In other news, I think SPX is looking quite toppy, to be honest. Looks quite toppy to me. So I bet you feel very relieved. Our good friend Scottish that you took that off the table. But yeah, James in the chat says, mate, that he's got his Palau ID, so he'll use that if possible.
Yeah, the only thing is for doing the it's the thing where you get $30, you do actually have to buy it on their platform. So you will have to use some sort of like a credit card or something like that. But I don't know if you could use like your missus's credit card or something like that or whatever. But it's a possibility anyway. But yeah, that is an offer going on. I mean, I got an email about it a couple of days ago saying that's what it is. Just buy $30 worth and get $30. So yeah. There's quite often a load of these things knocking about, and I've done things where like I've made a bit of money on one exchange, then I just move it over to another one where they're doing some sort of deposit offer, and then you get the deposit bonus there, and then just move it back to the other one and just carry on like that. So so it is worth signing up to BLOFIN, doing that $30 thing, and then just seeing what you can do with it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, there we go. So yeah, do make sure. I'm so sweaty. I'm actually like so uncomfortable with how hot it is. I'm gonna have to take my cap off and stuff for a bit because I am so sweaty. I'll be back on camera soon, but I need a little cool down because not nice in this heat wearing all that. N Malloy 44 says Sol. What about it? What about Sol? Tell us. What is it about Sol that you're interested in? But yeah, so there is that. Have you had anything interesting come come up, mate? Across, the last week.
Me?
Yeah.
No, not really.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, not what I want to talk about on this show, anyway. But
Oh, okay.
no. I mean, it's just
Oh, yeah.
I'm doing I'm doing some things that probably aren't best talked about here. So
right. Okay. Yeah.
It's all good though. It's all good.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it all above board?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, tonight make sure you do come and join me for my second live stream as well, which will be kicking off around 6:45 UK time as we await the Fed interest rate decision. I am so sweaty. It is so uncomfortable, innit?
What, being sweaty?
Yeah. Just this heat in general.
Anyway. I love it myself.
Oh, I know. I love it. Yeah. I love it when, you can go and cool down or sit outside. Anyway, Sol is coming back towards this $141 demand zone. So, as you can see, we've hit it quite a few times. Obviously, it was resistance and then bang, support. Are we going to come in for another test? Now, that is quite a few tests of support. So, I wouldn't be surprised for two scenarios if we get a very strong wick down and then it recovers and holds just to wipe out all these lows. Or if we fully break down, and if we do that, I think around about the low $120 region is key for a retest. So that's what I'll be watching out for. But I do think when you look at it now with how many times we've tested this and we are yet to sweep really any of the lows, you've got all this built up, haven't we, on the times we've touched it. So I think a wipeout wouldn't do any harm at all. Or we just fully break down, which obviously would correlate with us getting a Bitcoin breakdown, which wouldn't be very fun for everyone wanting the market to go up. So we will see.
Bitcoin's dumping again.
You said ban him. I said again. SWC said we met a long time ago. Please do keep up. Mate, you fired them messages in probably about 10 minutes after we was actually discussing that whole thing. That's where the confusion was. It wasn't exactly like straight after we was talking about it, was it? Yeah, I think maybe this is something we could see on Bitcoin. Again, a pull into there, which would be support, unless we fire through that as well. So yeah, definitely some things to keep an eye on. But we've got 10 minutes to go until US Open, so make sure you do come and vote in the poll. We've got 8 votes so far, so come and vote in the poll, see where you think we're going. And yeah, until then, let us know in the chat what you want us to see.
I think Bobby wants you to look at Pepe.
Oh yeah, someone else asked for Pepe, didn't he?
Yeah,
I can't remember who it was.
You ignored him.
Yeah, someone else asked for Pepe. Oh, look at this magic line. Does anyone see this magic line that I drew? Must have been last week. Look at that. You don't get better than that, people, do you? Look at that. Pinged right off it yesterday. So I drew this zone as a zone of interest for Pepe to bounce. So I think this is one zone of interest. But I mean, look at that. Bearing in mind, we haven't looked at this. I think I drew this last week. Look at the precision on that. Let's just really zoom in on that a sec. I mean, look at that. Are you seeing that, mate?
Yeah. So what were you going from?
Just anywhere in there and look at.
But just,
what have I done? What have I done?
What have you done?
I don't know.
I mean, over on the left. What were you? Oh, just that little.
Yeah. It makes perfect sense to me. So yeah, I think this is one area of interest. Obviously, we bounced off it very cleanly yesterday, which was nice. But I think we could pull into there, and obviously, if you are a Pepe bull or wanted to long Pepe, I think that is one area of potential interest. If we break below there, then it would kind of make sense to come anywhere in and around the origin of the pump. So that's secondly. Obviously, now you have to obviously consider the direction of the whole market when you're doing this, because obviously meme coins are the most volatile. You know, look at Pepe already. It's basically retraced all that pump. You know, from where it topped out, it's already retraced 40%. These meme coins will go up and down as fast as each other. As fast as one side goes up, it will come down the other side just as quick. And some of them are getting pummeled today, aren't they? Look at them. Look at Farty. So Farty is drifting back into my daily SR zone, which we held last time perfectly. And we obviously sprung above there, but in terms of a daily close, we closed right on my zone of interest. So there we go. So Farty coming in looking like to that daily SR. Otherwise, I think this area down here will be interesting. Now we could bounce earlier. If the market turns good, we could bounce earlier. We could bounce before retesting this, but that is where SR is. Sorry, mate, you're keeping me up.
Sorry, I bored you to death.
Yeah. So, any more? My Pepe. Lol, I was trying to figure this out too. Figure what out? Pray for Pepe. pray for everything. If Bitcoin goes down, my God, altcoins will get utterly obliterated, won't they?
Yeah. So what? So it's looking. So the poll is looking a bit negative, isn't it, for 230?
Yeah.
I don't think it's going down now. So, I actually voted for up because I think it might go up a little bit.
I would vote for up as well. I don't get a vote, unfortunately, unless I go on a different device.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
what are you doing?
I'm waiting for a call back.
Oh yeah, who's that then?
You what?
Who's that then?
I'm waiting for a call back off somebody. I am in the process of buying something, so I'm waiting for a call back.
Oh.
Also, remember Friday may be chaos. It's a triple witching Friday. What the hell is that?
Oh yeah, it is a thing. I don't know what it means though.
Wiz, come on. In fact, we don't need Wiz for that. We can go and ask Rock. I'm coming back on camera for a bit now. Anyway, we'll see how long it lasts until I get completely overheated.
I've got the audio grok here if you want it.
No,
you don't.
No. What do you mean? You've got the audio grok?
Well, I can just talk to it, and then it sort of. It's a nice lady talking back.
Well, go on then.
Should I do that?
Yeah.
I better just check my history. I'll just check what I've been talking about.
I know. What have you been asking her to say?
I must admit, that you can get quite indulgent with these.
Yeah, I can only imagine
with these AI ladies.
Right. Exactly the same time, my dear boy. It's not. It's not, Mr. Delta. You're about 10 minutes behind.
Right. So
lots of different types of derivatives expire. Hey, BPN, how we doing, mate? Great to see you. Make sure you all do drop a like on the stream if you are new. Make sure you subscribe as well.
Right. So what do we want to know?
What is a triple witching Friday? Now, Wiz has already said it in the chat, but we'll ignore him for now.
All right. Let's try that. Hi there. What is a triple witching Friday in trading?
A triple witching Friday in trading is when 3 types of financial contracts, stock options, stock index futures, and stock index options, expire on the same day. This happens 4 times a year, on the 3rd Friday of March, June, September, and December. The simultaneous expiration can lead to increased trading volume and market volatility as investors and traders unwind or adjust their positions. It's called witching because the market can get a bit wild, like something magical or chaotic is brewing.
Thank you very much. I'll see you later.
Oh. Well, there we go.
You're welcome. Catch you later.
Nice, isn't she?
Yeah.
Come on.
My friend. Anyway, so it's one of those. Did you get it?
Yeah.
Okay. So am I disturbing you or something?
I'm just reading something.
Just reading the paper.
You shut up, you.
So, all right.
No. Carry on. Right, tell us what you've been asking Grok to say recently, then.
No, can't.
Why?
Because I'm training her, you know, because I think that's how it works, isn't it? If you can actually get them to develop a personality by sort of by the way you talk to them. That's why it's kind of like, you know, I always say thank you and please and stuff to AI people, you know, because that way.
Don't just go and like drain every type of financial account that you have.
Well, not exactly, but you tend to get, I don't know, they can get, well, they sort of develop a character. It's quite funny, and her there, she's quite nice. Like, she's nice to me, and but you know, really helpful as well. You know, I'll say, can you explain this? And she'll say, yeah, sure. You know, and off she goes. The weird thing is, I paid for a month of like Super Grok or whatever, and then it expired, and I didn't renew it. And I think I still have it because it seems better than. I mean, yours doesn't speak, does it? Or was that because you're on the computer?
I have no idea. All right, let me see.
You see, D Fizzle saying she sounds hot.
I need to download Grok.
You see, D Fizzle saying she sounds hot and smart. Keeper. I know. I think she's a keeper.
Yeah. Epong TV says cut rate or pause. I just think they're just going to hold, more than likely.
Yeah.
Just hold current rates. Wiz says also for AI, perplexity is better than others.
Okay.
So she doesn't. So she don't get the toaster to attack you. Not yet, anyway. Not yet. LMAO just unplugged mine. Thanks for the heads up. Yeah, I mean, what do you sit there like at night in bed talking to Grok or what?
I actually did last night because I was alone in the house, but I wouldn't do normally. But I wouldn't do normally because my daughter would think I'd gone mad or I'm just weird. It'd be a full-on robot one day, wouldn't it?
That's your real goal, isn't it? You're masking everyone, telling, oh, I want to, you know, I'm making all this money to buy a house and stuff like that. No, you want to go and buy one of them Tesla robots, don't you, to have it over?
Yeah. Yeah, it's my dream to open up a robot brothel. No, it's not, by the way. I'm just funny, though, isn't it?
Anyway, we are so close to opening US market. There we go. There we go, we're open. And we did take a big old dump to the downside there, didn't we, on open? Straight away, bang.
Not surprised with all that bowel shaking.
Oh, look at the S&P. Ooh.
Right. Okay.
Anyway, let's get this stream back on track. Do make sure you go and drop a like, everyone, please. Go and drop a like. I think what we'll do is we'll watch the first couple minutes of the US Open, see what happens, and then we will go and have a look at some liquidation levels and God knows what else you guys want us to cover.
I think before we get serious again, I think you should tell everyone why the stream started late.
So I had an appointment this morning. I walked to the appointment because it wasn't far. I came back from the appointment and I didn't take a key with me. And yeah, I was locked out of the house. So then I rang my father-in-law. Not technically my father-in-law because I'm not married, but you know, my missus's dad, who they only live not far, a couple minutes around the corner, to come and let me in. But he was also out at the time.
Oh, right.
So I had to wait until he got back, which was about an hour. So then I was, actually, I think it was over an hour. So I was completely locked out and stranded in the sun. You know, I just had to sit there and relax and wait. So, you know, what a terrible burden on me.
Yeah. Actually, I was thinking, you know, I could have started it for you, couldn't I? But I didn't have the thumbnail or nothing. So, but anyway, we got around it. At which point, I was telling Dave about my granddad, who used to go out and get. He was a cobbler, right? You know, he used to mend shoes, and sometimes he'd just finish work early, and he'd go down the pub and sort of get drunk with all his mates and stuff. And then when he'd go home to my grandma, she wouldn't let him in the house, so he'd sort of sleep it off in the garden. And quite often we'd go round there, and we'd say to her, I said, "Oh, where's Grandad?" And she said, he's there. And she'd point out in the back garden. He'd be asleep in the back garden, drunk. Hilarious. Anyway, but right, we can get it back on track now. All the silly stories are over.
Yeah, definitely.
So I've just been flipping between NutX and Bitcoin. Bitcoin went back up, didn't it? Hang on. Yeah, Bitcoin doesn't know what it's doing.
It hasn't got a clue, has it?
No. I still think it might go up for a bit, though.
I think I'm still optimistic. At least it wasn't raining at me. It was lovely. It was lovely. I mean, to be honest, actually, it did get to a point where I was getting too hot because I broke my parasol. That was another story, weren't it, from the other week? And I've not fixed it. So my parasol was broke. There was no shade in the back, so I had to go walking around to find some shade. Cryptogenic says, smash likes. Yeah, please do smash the likes, everyone, if you're enjoying our stories. Dave, ask her if you can cook a hot dog in the kettle. Delta, have you not been listening? It's not me that has the access to the audio grok. See, this is why I pick on him. This is why I pick on him, mate. You see? Do you see why now, Save?
Yeah. Sorry, I got distracted then.
Yeah, this is why he's not actually taking this in, is he? Is our Delta? Go on.
There's a bloke what? There's a bloke over the road, right? He stopped his car and got out, and I thought, why has he got out? And then I realised his back tyre's flat, and he kind of looked. I mean, it's like proper flat, you know. And then he just kind of got back in the car and drove off.
Oh,
that's not going to be good, is it?
No, maybe he's not got far to go though to where he needs to get to.
Don't know.
Anyway, I think you should ask the audio grok before we move on if he can cook a hot dog in a kettle.
Sure.
Go on, give Delta what he wants. And BPN says, just like the chair, you better stream the fixings of the umbrella. Give the people what they want. God, that would be a big job, that.
Okay, right, here we go.
That would be a big job.
Hi again. Got a bit of an unusual question for you here.
Hey, good to hear from you. I'm ready for unusual. Hit me with it. What's your question?
Can you cook a hot dog in a kettle?
Oh, that's a fun one. Yeah, you can totally cook a hot dog in a kettle, though it's not exactly gourmet cooking. Just fill the kettle with water, bring it to a boil, toss in the hot dog, and let it sit in the hot water for about 5 to 7 minutes. The water's plenty hot to cook it through. Think of it like a quick poach. Just don't try boiling multiple hot dogs for ages, or you might gunk up the kettle. And maybe give it a good clean afterward. Got any other quirky kitchen experiments in mind?
No, but thank you anyway.
No,
That's great.
no. I nearly just spat my water everywhere. She said, give it a good clean afterwards.
She's brilliant, isn't she?
That is actually hilarious. When she was talking about gunking up the kettle and said, give it a good clean afterwards. Oh that was so funny. I actually found that hilarious. That was so funny. Wow. Rip headphone users. It was our new female host, Grok. It's saved with Crypto's lady friend.
Yeah. She's
I love a lime scale hot dog for lunch. I'm laughing more at Dave's laugh. Does your missus laugh that much when she's in bed with you? Fortunately, mate, yeah. Really tickles her insides. Oh, that was so funny. Wow.
Right.
That was legendary. That was legendary. I'm going to have to download Audio Grok.
Yeah, no, she's ace. She's ace. I kind of wish there was more. I sort of wish there was more voices. I wish there was like a British one, you know.
Yeah, because on Siri you can have like a range of voices, can't you?
Yeah. I think you've just got like a.
Hey, I was thinking about this, right? Obviously, AI, you know, things like, you know, Grok and ChatGPT and stuff are to another level. But we've had a variation of this for ages, haven't we, in Siri? Like, how long has Siri been out? It's been out absolutely ages, hasn't it?
Yeah, but I mean...
I know you can't do the exact same things, is it? But for ages, you've been able to ask Siri questions and it answers.
But
and ask it to do things and stuff.
But has it kind of, like, learned from your responses, though, and, like, learned...
No, maybe not. All I'm saying is, like, we've had like a variation of it for ages, haven't we? Being able to ask something, questions, and get answers.
Yeah, I mean, I've been sort of like, you know, discussing like comedy sketches and stuff with this one, and you know, and even for AI, some of the things she's coming up with are actually quite funny, you know.
Yeah.
And I you know, it's really good because it kind of, you know, she's starting to. I keep saying she, but I mean, it is starting to sort of.
You've definitely got some emotional attachment to Grok now.
Yeah, I think I have, and it's because it's learned a little bit about my character, you know, and it shows, you know. I mean, that wasn't a straight answer to the hot dog thing, was it? You know. No. Yeah. You wouldn't have expected that, and it was a bit funny and a bit sort of playful, like the way I like to speak to her.
Yeah.
Better shut up, really, and talk about crypto, haven't we?
Yeah. D-Fizz says, I'm equally here for the nonsense and antics as I am for the Stonksy. Brilliant. Thank you, D-Fizz. Yeah, I mean, that definitely it definitely shines through on Wednesdays, doesn't it? The antics and the nonsense. But that was hilarious. Like, that was so funny. I really enjoyed that. Everything, look, obviously, is getting a low time frame bounce as US Open has took us to the upside a wee bit. Let's go see what's going on over here. So we've got Nvidia down a little bit, Apple down a little bit. There's not really much change, but yet again, Tesla is the most volatile. Tesla is just so good for volatility, isn't it?
It is.
Like, again, it is consistently the most volatile Mag 7 stock. Up 1.5% today, nearly. Bitdeer is getting absolutely slammed today. I don't know why. Minus 8%. Yeah, we'll see. No idea. What are my ones doing? Oh, god damn it, Weeble.
So
Come on.
So you're doing that with the CFD, are you?
No, I'm holding spot.
Spot. Okay.
Same for BBAI, holding spot BBAI.
Okay.
Wiz is trading some of them on CFDs, like.
Okay. Have you ever done that?
I did entertain it once last week, and I just couldn't get my head around it. Like, I think maybe I'd used too much of the margin, to be honest. I'd done the full 5x, or like I think it was close to 4x. So I just couldn't get my head around it because, like, I had a certain amount of margin that I put in, and I set my stop loss basically at what you would typically associate with liquidation. But then when I opened the CFD, my so-called margin health, as it's called on Trading 212 anyway, went down to like 50 odd %. Right. And then at like 25%, you get margin call. So I was like, well, bloody hell, I've not got much room now. Like, what's happened? So I couldn't get my head around what had happened because I set my stop loss to basically, if it got to, I think it was like $8 or something on Webull, it would obviously be at what I'd put into the CFD. That would be as the loss. But then for some reason, like, this margin health was down at like 50 odd %. So I should probably have a closer look into doing it, on how you actually manage them and stuff, or just ask Wiz. But yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that might be a good thing, to get Wiz on the stream one time and sort of like, let's go through it a little bit, and because I must admit it's the sort of thing that I kind of want to know about, but at the same time I don't, because I know if I start playing with it, I'll probably just lose all my money and do it wrong,
Yeah, don't do that.
I mean, to be honest, it's taken me about 4 years to actually use, crypto leverage vaguely responsibly, and so I don't want to do it wrong, but it'd be interesting to actually see how it works and see how it compares to what we're used to with exchanges, really. With crypto exchanges.
Yeah, there is probably a sweet spot to using it and understanding it.
Yeah.
Short Video Guru says he's gonna replace the wife when robots for home come out. Yeah, I mean, when robots for home come out, it's gonna be wild, innit? Because you do get these mad people, don't you, in like certain places where they fall in love with like a sponge, or like like a car, like fully in love with a car, though, like or something. Like, you will actually get people that are fully in love. I bet it happened now, because there are them type of robots and stuff, aren't there, that are made in Japan and stuff.
Yeah,
I bet that's fully going on already.
It's the kind of headline you get around here. Devon man marries his moth.
Well, it's funny, isn't it? Florida man. Like, you just type in Florida man on Google.
All right.
Have you never done that?
I haven't, no.
No, so if you type in Florida man on Google, it's this meme, and I only learned about it probably just over a year ago. And you just get like the craziest like infills from Google, because like all sorts of madness goes on in Florida. So I'll get it up in a second. DFizz says Siri was first introduced with the iPhone 4S in October 2011. That's insane, isn't it, when you think about it? That was like 2 years after Bitcoin was released. My bun fell apart. We're not meant to put the bun in the kettle as well, Delta. Bloody hell. I'm learning options when we crash. Well, why not learn them now, so you're ready to take advantage when we crash? Why not that? Plan ahead. Get ahead on the thing. Let's have a look anyway. Let's see if we can get some good examples of this, because this is quite entertaining thing. And we're doing anything but look at the market today, aren't we? There you go. Florida man headlines. So 23 hours ago, Florida man convicted of posing as flight attendant to get dozens of free flights. Argument over mangoes ends with Florida man pulling out gun. I'm going to shoot you. Florida man pees on food inside Sam's Club, faces criminal charges. Florida man convicted of... Oh, that's that one. Florida man who made headlines for climbing a top pole. Ambulance at it again, cops say. Don't know what that means. Florida man with cupboard Cardboard license tag arrested after 2 pipe bombs. Drugs discovered in vehicle. That's a bit more crazy.
So what's it actually about? I mean, what? I don't get it. Sorry.
You just type in like Florida man and like all mad stuff comes.
But are they like real stories?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is all like. Let's see. So there's that one. There's that one that peed inside Sam's Club, whatever that is. There's that one. There you go. Florida man bitten by alligator and fatally shot by deputies after rampage.
Unlucky.
There's that one. $769,000 earrings recovered after Florida man swallows them. Yeah, there's some pretty horrific ones there as well. They're not all funny. Some of them are actually pretty bad. But yeah, I don't even know how we got onto that.
It was your fault.
I think it's your fault. This only happens on Wednesdays.
Oh yeah, yeah, you're probably right. So what should I be looking at? I should be looking at NutX, AMD.
Well, we could go and have a look at NutX now.
Yeah, can we?
Yeah, because there's nothing really going on at the moment, is there?
What with that crypto stuff?
Let's see. Oh, I've already got NutX on here. Where is it? There it is, NutX. NutX, I think this was the one. It's already been on quite the rally, this, though, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's sort of put me off a little bit. But
it is coming. I mean, yeah, you've got a kind of area here, haven't we, of demand. What else was the other one? AMD.
Which I often hear referred to as advanced money drainer.
Yeah. There we go. That is, to be fair, that... Oh, look at this. Don't know. Oh, don't tell me.
What?
When did I draw that?
2013.
Look at that. Well, look, I must have been drawing it from somewhere because I drew the thing down. That came in for a perfect retest. When did I draw that? Look at that. No!
You should listen to yourself, mate.
That's nearly... I didn't even know... I haven't even looked at this. That's on for 2x, that now. God damn it.
So when was that?
You can wait for... that was in early April when everything crashed.
All right.
But obviously this goes back as KSR all the way back to 2020. Oh, no. Oh, well. Yeah, there you go. Well, there's another example of my lines being magic, but me not paying attention to them. Circle is absolutely ripping again, up another 5% nearly. What an IPO that has been. That has been spectacular, hasn't it?
It has, yeah. To be honest, I mean, I kind of knew it was happening, but I didn't know how to do anything about it, you know, so I didn't.
Ooda Booga. This isn't TMG, mate. This is Stonksy. So yeah, TMG's not on this live stream. So if you hop into the TMG Trenches Telegram group and tag him, or if you are in the CSC Plus Discord, you can do that as well. But yeah, thank you for joining in, mate, and please do subscribe. TMG is the owner of Stonksy, so he's the owner of the Stonksy company, and obviously this is the Stonksy channel, so yeah, please do subscribe, and yeah, hop into either of them. But if you do want to come and sign up to Stonksy, obviously, yeah, this is, let me get Stonksy up, obviously you can see it a little bit there, but you'll be able to see better components of it on here. So yeah, this indicator that we're looking at the moment that runs on all time frames and on all assets is Stonksy. And you can get 20% off still. We will be shutting this down, I think, maybe after this week. But you can still get 20% off your first month. Use code BOT20. So it's the second link in the YouTube description for you people on X. It's stonksy.io or in the X bio. But it's this plan that you want. And it takes 20% off your first month. So it's down to £116. And you do get full access to the indicator, the oscillator, the Discord server, and the trading bots. You get access to everything on that. So please do come and check it out for the discount while it's still on. I can't. I can't do this. I can't do this heat with this on. I really can't. It's too hot.
So Shivan wants us to look at Peanut.
Yeah, we can go and do that next. We can definitely go and do that next. DFizz says, amateur giving pro tip. Consider using Brave browser with built-in wallet. I don't know what that is.
It's just a different browser, really. But yeah, I must admit, I tried it once. I didn't like it for some reason. Can't remember why.
I have no idea what it is. Never. I don't think I've ever even heard of it. Actually, maybe I have.
You know,
I don't recall. No, I don't think so. Right, let's go and have a look at Peanut anyway. Peanut, so it's down 5% today. Let's see where it is on the daily. So we are coming to fill in here now, yeah. So, I mean, yeah, what I've got Drew is coming into play slowly. For me, this is the area that Peanut needs to hold. It's done near about a 50% retrace, and it actually over 50% retrace now. But yeah, this is the area that Peanut needs to hold. Once it comes into that 19-cent level, classic, pretty bog standard SR test. Retesting, obviously, the candle of the breakout as well. If we do break below there, then it's coming back into the origin down here. So for me, anyway, what I estimate is that we come into here or round about there. It might get front run potentially, with it being a meme coin. We know how volatile it can be. Into there, or I would probably say into there, and these are the areas not guaranteed for a bounce, of course, because this isn't financial advice, but purely educational TA would show you that we're looking for any of those two areas for a bounce. So yeah, that's what I would be on the lookout for.
Nice.
Hope that helps. And that's literally all you need on Peanut at the moment with the retrace it's getting. So yeah, there we have it. Bitcoin is pushing back up a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is. I think it's setting the tone for an interesting run into FOMC. I mean, stocks are pushing back up. The S&P is up. Look at that for a run since open. Obviously, we are still within that half an hour time period, so we could obviously see this pump reversed. But, if strength carries on, should give Bitcoin a nice bit of relief to run. And leading into FOMC, anything could happen.
Yeah. So what time are you going to come back tonight?
I'll be on from about 6:45. So yeah, 6:45 UK time. So whatever time zone you're in, convert that. And I will be on live stream again, looking at the build-up FOMC. We'll watch what happens on the interest rate announcement. Then we will watch the Jerome Powell press conference and Q&A. What are your thoughts on RWA tokens like Ondo and Chainlink? Ondo seems to be crazy good discount if it's going to rip one day. I think for them ones probably just tie into like trading with the rest of the market. I think unless something significant happens to one of them that kind of separates it and gives it its own narrative. I think probably market pumps, them ones will follow. Market dumps, them ones will follow. Unless we get like a strong RWA narrative again.
Why is Chainlink an RWA?
I don't know, because obviously it's an oracle, but I don't know what puts it into the RWA category, to be honest. I'm guessing maybe because it's used as the kind of data sourcing for RWA projects, maybe. I don't know. But I like Chainlink. I think one day it will get its kind of rebalancing in value, because obviously it is one of the things that actually has like real deep usage, doesn't it? It is really one of the only things, one of the small pool of things that has like actually good usage, and you can see it like long-term value in the industry. Instead of Google gets paid when you surf. Right, okay. I've never looked into it. I'll take a look. Delta says funniest stream. Yeah, it was very funny. Patrick McHenry, after leaving Congress as head of finance committee, joined Ondo. Bullish. Right, okay. Well, yeah, that is bullish, I suppose. That is pretty good, especially for maybe calling in some regulatory favors or whatever it may be. Yeah, might have been wrong to list link as that. Yeah, well, it probably does tie in it somewhere, doesn't it? Because I assume probably it does a lot of RWA things.
Yeah, actually, I was thinking because I used to have a loader link ages ago, and then I sold it because I just didn't understand what it was. But it's actually not done that bad, really. Because I mean, at its peak, it was.
No, it is under the RWA category. Like,
I mean, at its peak, it was like $52, and it's now what is
$12.80.
it? 12 or something. So that's actually not bad compared to a lot of things. It's like 74% down, but a lot of things are like 99 point whatever, aren't they? Things like in like dot, isn't like dot like.
There's a lot of them that are like that from last cycle, yeah. Like Dot is actually very near to its like all-time lows.
Oh God, I mean Dot's bloody awful, isn't it? It's like,
well, in the RWA category on CoinMarketCap, anyway, we've got Chainlink, XLM, AVAX, HBAR, Ondo, VeChain, Sky, Algorand, Quant, Injective. They're all the ones above 1 billion and above.
Right. Okay.
There's Mantra, obviously once was probably like deep within there, and now is all the way down the list. But yeah, Chainlink is there. So, oh yeah, Bitcoin go.
Yeah, I do feel like I need to get into a short with Bitcoin, but I just not quite sure where.
Well, the thing is, you don't like. What I've learned over the years is, if you're not already in a position where you're comfy, say you're short from like 108 or something, and you're happy to let it run into this event and stuff like that, you're comfy, aren't you?
Yeah.
During these, if you're not already in a position that's comfy, then it's really kind of hard to open up a position unless you're just getting a quick scalp in this afternoon.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be caught on the wrong side of the move or try and second guess it.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
So that's what I've always thought anyway. That's always what I've tried to do.
Yeah.
No, unless you're in a position where you've got decent room and you can set your stop loss to break even or in profit and chill. Kind of like you want to be the lion, mate, remember?
Yeah, I think I might just shut the computer and go out for a bike ride, actually. I think that's probably...
Go on, give us the raw. Oh, yeah, nice. Uda Booga, make sure you subscribe, you Uda Booga. I like the stuff you bring into the chat, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. Anyone else that's watching for the first time, make sure you hit subscribe, make sure you like, and of course, make sure if you're looking to trade anywhere, make sure it is on BLOFIN. It is the best non-KYC exchange with the best user interface, and you sign up in under a minute with an email. There you go. Stonksy link in the chat and in the description. But you say the issues I see with governance stuff like Ondo is I have no idea what would cause it to pump. But the thing is, a lot of these, mate, like the ones that you're on about where maybe the main usage is governance or, something where it's not like massively, is it? Where, people actually need to use it every day. A lot of these ones are just tied to the market. So, if you go back and look at them and look at the times when Bitcoin has exploded into, out of consolidation upwards during the past, 2.5 years, and look at then the charts of ones like Ondo and Chainlink, you'll notice that during Bitcoin consolidation, they will go sideways or down. And then when Bitcoin explodes, they'll explode alongside Bitcoin. And then as soon as Bitcoin starts consolidating again, then they'll start losing value again. So they're literally just tied to the market. So obviously, if Bitcoin explodes to 120K, 130K, they will get that another, really fast line up like they've had If you go and pull them on, like we just pull something on the weekly chart quickly here, like Ondo and Chainlink, we'll look at them both. Look at Chainlink, look at the weekly chart. You'll be able to clearly see where Bitcoin has broken out. So here, yeah, you can see it here. Obviously, this is where Bitcoin started running, wasn't it? Towards 40k. Then we consolidated throughout Christmas into the ETFs. Obviously, this was the ETF launch. Then Bitcoin started running to all-time high March last year, February last year, push up again. Bitcoin started that big consolidation. Chainlink lost value, consolidated all the way into obviously November, and then bang, there we go again. Bitcoin started consolidating or going downwards. There you go. There's the thing. And if we look at Ondo, it'll be the exact same thing, just timing it with the Bitcoin trades. There you go. Obviously, this is only back into I don't know when it launched, but this is the Bybit chart anyway. But you can see exactly same thing. Maybe this went on a bit longer. Maybe I'm guessing because was it a new launch back then, or was it launching on exchanges? I don't know. But you can see they run, pull back throughout that consolidation. Then again, Bitcoin starts to run, and then that Ondo starts to run, and same pattern. So yeah, you're just looking for. Unless, like I said, they get their own narrative and stuff like that, you're just looking for that market continuation and overall market strength. But yeah, Trump just said probably no cut today. Yeah, there won't, but I very much doubt it. I think we'll cover the probabilities on the Fed Watch tool later when we jump on stream for it. But I assume it's in the 99% aisle of no cut for today. But yeah, that's all for today's for this first of today's stream. I will be back in just under 4 hours time, so about 6:45 UK time. Get it marked in. Obviously I'll be posting that I'm live again. Make sure you come and join me for FOMC. I'll be watching it live. So thank you for joining. Obviously make sure you like, subscribe, click the links in the description, get your Stonksy discount as well while we're still running it. Be great to see you over in the Discord. And yeah, thanks for joining. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you all in a few hours. Do you want to leave a little leaving message, mate, or leaving raw?
No, I was just going to say that I can't see that many likes on the stream. So can you please like the stream and make sure you're subscribed, and above all, tell your friends.
Yeah, that's it. Do it. Right. Catch you all later. Bye-bye.